Ouray, Colorado in August is a hidden gem, peaceful and brimming with beauty. The drive itself is an adventure, with the $1 Million Highway offering stunning views and thrilling twists. We stayed at the Beaumont Hotel, a blend of Victorian charm and modern luxury. We explored the natural wonders and powerful Box Canyon Falls and the serene Cascade Falls Park. We savored the town's history and friendly atmosphere. Sampling local jerky to visiting historical sites, there's always something to discover. Leaving Ouray leaves you longing for more. If you've never been, it's time to plan your next trip. Thanks for coming along. We headed to Ouray via the Durango-Silverton route, which involved a portion of the $1 Million Highway. By far the worst and most beautiful part of this trek was the Red Mountain Pass. The $1 Million Highway is a 25-mile stretch in southwestern Colorado connecting Silverton and Ouray. It is known for its dramatic scenery and thrilling drive. Its nickname stems from either its high construction costs or the rumored gold in its fill dirt. The highway features narrow lanes, hairpin turns, and steep drop-offs, making it a challenge but a rewarding drive. Nestled in the heart of Ouray, Colorado, the Beaumont Hotel stands as a testament to the town's rich history. Built in 1886 at the height of the mining boom, it was once one of the finest hotels in the entire Rocky Mountain region. Known for its luxurious amenities and attracting notable guests like President Theodore Roosevelt, the Beaumont was a symbol of Ouray's prosperity. But as the mining industry declined, so too did the hotel's fortunes. It eventually closed its doors in the 1960s, and for over 3 decades it sat empty and neglected, a fading reminder of a bygone era. Then in the late 1990s, a dedicated team began the painstaking process of restoring the Beaumont to its former glory. The renovations were extensive, aimed at preserving the hotel's historic character while introducing modern comforts. Today, the Beaumont Hotel and Spa stands proudly once again, considered one of the top boutique hotels in the West. It offers a unique blend of history, luxury, and modern amenities, inviting guests to experience the grandeur of Ouray's past while enjoying the comforts of today. The 1886 coffee shop is a charming place located within the historic Beaumont Hotel. Roosevelt's Tavern, which is also at the Beaumont Hotel, opened in June of 2024. It is a charming blend of history and modern elegance. The tavern is named after President Theodore Roosevelt, a famous guest of the Beaumont Hotel during its heyday. It features a sophisticated yet inviting atmosphere. A focal point is the original 1886 back bar, adding a touch of historical charm. It's a place to relax, socialize, and enjoy a fine dining experience. Overall, Roosevelt's Tavern provides a unique and memorable experience, blending the historical elegance of the Beaumont Hotel with a modern and sophisticated setting for dining and drinks. Ouray, often called the Switzerland of America, is a picturesque mountain town. Surrounded by dramatic peaks, cascading waterfalls, and canyons will leave you speechless as you walk the streets, with views quite literally in all directions.
I'm Ray Valentine.
Ray
22 years now.
Okay.
These are all my recipes. Yeah, we got 2 stores. Our primary store is in Montrose. This is a secondary store. But here, give this a try.
It's a pure pain, is it?
So this is black pepper, but give that a try. Scale 1 to 10. What do you think?
While on our walking tour of Ouray, we came across this little shop that sells fantastic varieties of jerky. Ray, the owner, makes all his products from his own recipes. If you're in the Ouray or Montrose area, stop in and say hi to Ray from Garden Faithfully. You can also check out Ray's jerky online and grab some of his pure pain. I was too chicken to try that, but the jalapeno jerky is really good. I recommend it. Are you painted that?
It's acrylic. I painted.
That's nice. Very good. Good to meet you guys. See ya. Whether you're an avid hiker or a thrill-seeking climber, or simply someone who appreciates the majesty of nature, Ouray is an outdoor enthusiast paradise. Explore miles of trails, conquer challenging climbs, or take a scenic drive along the $1 Million Highway. The possibilities are endless. But Ouray isn't just about outdoor activities. You can stroll down its historic main street lined with Victorian-era buildings, charming shops, and inviting restaurants. Discover the town's rich mining history and learn about Chief Ouray, a respected Ute leader for whom the town is named. And after a day of exploration, unwind in the natural hot springs. From its stunning scenery and outdoor activities to its rich history and charming atmosphere, Ouray is a destination that truly has it all. On our walking tour, we came across this historic and renovated courthouse. As it turns out, it was the site of the filming of the courtroom scene in the 1969 Western, True Grit. The film is about U.S. Marshal Rooster Cogburn, played by John Wayne, who was hired by Maddie Ross, played by Kim Darby, to capture her father's killer. They're joined by Texas Ranger LaBeouf, played by Glenn Campbell. The movie True Grit is set in 1880. After her father's murder, Maddie Ross hires U.S. Marshal Rooster Cogburn to capture the killer, Tom Chaney. They're joined by Texas Ranger LaBeouf. After several encounters and shootouts, they locate Chaney. Maddie shoots and wounds Chaney, but he takes her hostage. Cogburn and LaBeouf intervene, leading to a final confrontation. Cogburn kills the outlaw, but Chaney falls into a snake pit with Maddie. Cogburn saves Maddie, but LaBeouf dies. Maddie recovers and promises Cogburn a special burial place in their family plot. John Wayne won an Oscar for this performance, and the film spawned a sequel in 1975. This courtroom is still in session, serving justice to this day. The rest of the courthouse continues to play a vital role for the town of Ouray and its surrounding community. That was a fascinating glimpse into the past. Now let's get back to exploring the charming streets of Ouray. Box Canyon Falls is a breathtaking natural wonder that showcases the raw power and beauty of the Rocky Mountains. Located just outside of town, the falls are easily accessible and offer stunning views for visitors of all ages. The falls are located at the end of Canyon Creek, just off Highway 550. About a mile from downtown Ouray. The park is open year-round, but the visitor center has seasonal hours. There is a small fee to enter the park, but well worth the cost of admission. To access the fall's upper level, there is a significant set of stairs and a hike that can be very challenging. Good hiking shoes are a necessity. The centerpiece of the park is the 285-foot waterfall, cascading dramatically through a narrow quartzite canyon. The water rushes through a narrow gorge, creating a thunderous roar that echoes throughout the canyon. The canyon walls surrounding the falls are made of quartzite, a hard metamorphic rock. These walls rise nearly 100 feet above the falls, creating a sense of awe and wonder and deafening roar at the base of the falls. The park offers several viewing platforms that allow visitors to get up close to the falls and experience their power and beauty. There are platforms at both the top and the bottom of the falls, offering different perspectives. For those seeking a bit more adventure, there are several hiking trails in the park that lead to scenic overlooks and viewpoints. The trail ranges in difficulty from easy to moderate. Overall, Box Canyon Falls is a must-see attraction for anyone visiting Ouray. Its dramatic scenery and unique geology make it a truly unforgettable experience. We'll see more of this later, but let's consider what lies below many of these mountains. Nestled in the mountains just outside Ouray, Colorado, the Bachelor Syracuse mine stands as a testament to the region's rich mining heritage. Once a bustling gold and silver mine, it now welcomes visitors on guided tours and takes them 200 feet into the Gold Hill Mountain. The mine story began in 1884 with the discovery of the Bachelor Lode. It quickly gained notoriety for its rich deposits, particularly the gold-bearing pyrite known as sylvanite. Slightly out of town, a hidden gem awaits: Cascade Falls Park, a sanctuary of cascading waterfalls and breathtaking mountain vistas.
Cascade Falls is a really quick little hike. Lowercase Cascade Falls is quick, and then to get to the upper is more strenuous.
Carved by nature's hand, this park is a testament to the raw beauty of the Colorado wilderness. Snowmelt from surrounding peaks feeds a network of waterfalls, dance down the mountainsides, creating a symphony of sound and light. The low cascading falls, a short and easy hike from the parking area, is a popular spot for families and those seeking a quick taste of nature's splendor. The falls cascade down a rocky cliff face, enveloped in a tapestry of lush greenery. For the more adventurous, the Upper Cascade Fall Trail offers a challenging but rewarding journey. The trail winds its way through the forest, gradually ascending to reveal a breathtaking panorama. We didn't have the energy to fit this Upper Falls hike into our day, but maybe on the next visit. Beyond the waterfalls, the park offers a network of trails perfect for hiking, walking, and birdwatching. The Perimeter Trail, a 5-mile loop encircling Ouray, showcases stunning vistas of the surrounding mountains. A feast for the eyes and the soul, definitely a goal for our next trip to Ouray. The Bachelor Mine fueled Ouray's growth in a prominent mining town. In the 1920s, investors from Syracuse, New York, financed the construction of the Syracuse Tunnel, leading to the mine's current name, the Bachelor Syracuse Mine. While the mine eventually closed in the mid-20th century due to economic challenges, its historic infrastructure was preserved. Today, visitors can embark on a leisurely guided tour suitable for most ages and fitness levels, though some walking on uneven terrain is involved. Knowledgeable guides explain the mining processes, the tools used, and the harsh conditions faced by the miners. The tour showcases original mining equipment, tunnels, and shafts.
Yes.
All right. Do you guys recognize that brand name at all?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you guys know what
yeah.
do you recognize that from? Construction stuff,
Yeah.
right? So you have one of their air compressors in your... Let's talk a little history, right? We have our first bachelor. He's on a horse. He's out prospecting. He gets all the way to the top of the mountain here, where he finds a vein of quartz. Inside that vein of quartz, pure silver. Jackpot, all right? So he gets his other two bachelor buddies, and they open the Bachelor Mine. The year is 1884. A couple other problems they run into. Well, there's no oxygen in that hard rock, so they have to pump that in there so that the men can breathe. And there's a lot of water in there, so they have to pump that out so that the men don't drown. So in the 1920s, the owners of the mine go to Syracuse, New York, where they find a couple of investors. With this investment money, they're able to install the Syracuse adit. Now this adit goes for an entire mile at a 1% grade, where eventually it meets up with that vertical shaft. Now, we did this for several reasons. One, it's way easier to use gravity for you than against you, right? It's easier to roll those ore carts out now. So this is also how men got to work, so several of them would cram into this tiny basket and would be lowered down a few hundred feet in complete darkness. It's one of them right there. I call that the elevator because that would be one hell of a ride. Now, have y'all been inside of a cave before?
Yes.
Okay, can you guys tell me what this white stuff on the wall is? A water filtration system. And I don't know if you guys saw those RVs out back, but this is our water source that we use there. Okay. Feeling, can we see wooden stake number 1 that my laser is on right here?
Yep.
All right. If we keep going, there's a second one right here.
Yep.
You're going to see these wooden stakes throughout the mine, and they tell us several different things. Firstly, it demonstrates to us how far the men got in a 12-hour shift. So, we are now 750 feet into the mine. You are also 750 feet under the ground. So, cool. From that ancient sea past. That's history. Yeah. You are 1,500 feet into the mine, and as you can see, we have a room here. You'll notice white, that's quartz. This is where they found the silver, so they began to dig. And they dug. And eventually this room gets called the Diamond Drift. It's called the Diamond Drift because of these diamond-tipped drill bits. I keep using words like men and miner. What does that really mean? Because what I should be saying is children. Many of these young men started out at the age of 12. And if you were lucky, perhaps you saw 35, 40 at best. But where did these children come from? Well, many of them were here from England, mostly Cornish and Welsh. Recruiters were sent to England to tell a tale about America. Come to America where you can find gold and silver and get rich. And so they were brought to America. Once they started working inside the mine, they figured out pretty quickly that this tale of America was a lying duck. All right? Your head is down, you're working hard, the boss walks by, well, he doesn't even see your face. So, quickly, everyone gets called the same thing, Jack. Down here, we're all Jacks. We have our first tool. It's this one right here, okay? And this is called a single jack. It's called a single jack because it takes one jack to operate it, okay? Me. All right? So I take my single jack, and I take my hammer, okay? It's going to be hammer shorter. This one right here, this is called a double jack. It's called a double jack because it takes 2 jacks to operate, right? So, I need a volunteer. One hand on, one comes to a flat point at the end, which is why you want to turn it.
Yeah. So you're the drill.
So you're the drill, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you guys know another name for a mule?
Jackass.
A jackass. Okay? And it gets that name because it was a tool used inside of the mines. I got this big bad boy right here, and this is called a jack leg. So, when you're operating this machinery, you're breathing in that rock dust. We can see this tradition of naming tools Jack carry on today. Perhaps you've seen a jackhammer. Maybe you have a jack that lifts your car, right? So the next time you come across a tool and it's called Jack, please take a moment and think about these young men, because they were human beings like you and me. Time goes on and a man frustrated by this death and carnage decides he's going to do something about it. His name is Mr. Nobel, and he invents dynamite. Do you guys know what Mr. Nobel's also famous for? The Peace Prize. But wait a minute, the guy that invented dynamite invented the Peace Prize? My mind is blown. So Bell invents dynamite to save lives. When he finds out that his life-saving dynamite is now being used for death, war, destruction, he's very disturbed by this. He's so upset by this that he takes the profits from dynamite and creates the Nobel Peace Prize. Believe it or not, if I had filled every single hole with dynamite, set it off, nothing would happen. That explosive force will come shooting out of the holes we would have created. Rock wouldn't go anywhere. You will notice that the very center is an empty hole. And that's how physics is going to help us. You see, all of that energy and force has somewhere to go, that empty space. And that's how we move rock. So we're going to start at the beginning. We're going to work our way out in a spiraling pattern, getting further and further out, late 40s, early 50s, when it was finally economic. Another way of keeping them impoverished. You want me swinging that hammer at you now? No. No, because so you can. We had another important tool down here, and it was called a honey pot. This is an ore cart that's been converted into a mobile bathroom, okay? So the men would call for the honey pot, and this young man, he would pull a chain, pulling the cart into place. He would take the chain and he'd wrap it around the wheel of the tire so that this way, when the miner sat down to do his business, the cart doesn't move on him. Now, I'm talking about teenage boys. Teenagers. Sometimes they are known to be a little mischievous. They call for the honey pot. That young man pulls the pot into place. He waits for that miner to sit down to do his business. When all of a sudden he pulls the chain, sending the miner flying out the mine with his legs in the air and his pants around his ankles. Right? And that's when we get the expression, pulling your chain. Gold's panning area. Panning for gold is completely complimentary as a part of your tour. People do find gold, silver, quartz, iron pyrite. Look out for that. Okay. Now, and find any gold.
Unlike some sanitized mine tours, this one maintains its authenticity with dimly lit tunnels, original equipment, allowing visitors to experience what it was like to work in a hard rock mine over a century ago. It's a fascinating journey into the past, showcasing the hard work and determination of the miners who shaped the region, and a chance to appreciate the beautiful mineral specimens like calcite that the mine once produced. As the sun sets on our Ouray adventure, we bid farewell to this enchanting mountain town. From the thrills of the $1 Million Highway to the historic charm of the Beaumont Hotel, Ouray has captivated our hearts. The natural wonders of Box Canyon Falls and Cascade Falls Park left us in awe, while the town's friendly atmosphere and rich history provided a unique and unforgettable experience. If you're seeking a hidden gem in the Colorado Rockies, Ouray is the perfect destination. So pack your bags, hit the road, and discover the magic of this extraordinary place. Until next time, Ouray.